So if this video found you around New Year, when everyone talks about fresh starts, new chances in life, right? And you're already tired of it. Maybe New Year for some people feels like big intentions, strong promises, and then it's the same, right? I am 30-year-old, not 30, practically. I'll be 30 in 2 months. As of now, I'm recording this video. I'm 29, but almost 30. 30 sounds big. Okay. I am living in a rented house. You can see absent parents, emotionally unavailable ones, no partner, impaired career, unstable finances, basically the worst of everything you can think of, right? And heavily unfunctional and indisciplined individual. And then I realized one thing, and it was not realized, diagnosed, you can say, and it is ADHD. Yes, it is ADHD. Okay. This year, instead of using it as excuse, right, I'm gonna use it as a line and send, technically. And even if 1% of all this which I've said already, you can relate to it, stay. That's even more to it. Growing up, I always felt different. I was intelligent, but inconsistent, I can say. I was talented, very, very well talented, but unfinished, right? I was dreamy, but stuck all the time. It was a pattern of my life, you can say, right? So I tried harder than most people can think of, but my life never reflected that effort ever. People say all the time that, you have so much of potential, you should be disciplined, you should try to work harder, as if I already don't know all this stuff, right? As if I already haven't tried it, all these things already, it sounds so stupid. So, story time. Once I thought that, because of my inconsistency, and no matter how hard I try every single day, I was late everywhere, inconsistent. My 2 days never felt the same. Never. So I, get at the thoughts and everything, and I thought that, I should maybe go and get some help from professionals. I mean, what's going on, like that. I tried everything. I tried astrology, I tried almost everything. So then my friend suggested that, as someone who's a psychiatrist, so they can help in maybe figure out what's actually happening. So I went there, and that guy, what I was suggested by someone, and I researched about that person already. So he was a big famous person, very big, and there's a big name where I stay, right? It was a big name, and that person, what I'm saying big all the time, because he was featured in a big famous podcast. I'm not gonna say the name, I don't want anyone to get offended, basically. So I explained everything, and it was 2-3 sessions. I explained what is happening and everything. He straight up looked at me and said, "You're lazy." Yeah, not happening, because it's like, who's stopping you then? Who is stopping you? Everything is under your control, right? And like, you're simply lazy. And I was like, if I am lazy, if you are diagnosing me as a lazy person, then tell me what should I do about it. It's like there's nothing technically or that kind of wrong with you. Try going on time. I gave him a look. I was like, mentally, I was like, bitch, you're getting paid for this. At least do your work. And it did to me, but I did give him that look that protect that message very well. And I was like, okay, I'll try, and then never saw his face again. Never again. So, shit like that happens. So, anyways, I'll get back to where we were. Okay. So, slowly I myself started to believe by people, by parents, by relatives, by friends, by everyone was like, you must be lazy. They started giving up on me. They had no dreams, no nothing for me, and that you're weak, you're lazy. And then I started to internalize all that thing for myself as well, that probably I might be, is what they're saying, lazy. And I felt broken inside all this time. It was bad. I was like, okay, I cannot do anything. I'm like this only. Turns out, if this happens to you, maybe your brain works different. You have to realize that there's a thing called neurodivergence. Okay, so it is different from rest of the people. I was born artist. I might tell you that, right? My mom is an artist, a big famous one, but that's why I'm not saying my name. I don't want this to be famous, or just reach to the people who need it. That's it. And hope no one I know finds out this ever again, because they have already bullied me enough for all these things. I don't want any further mess. So yeah. So basically, ADHD doesn't mean you're stupid. First of all, get that thing out of your head. You're not crazy. You can accomplish what you want, but systematically. We'll get there soon, right? And it does not mean that you're incapable. First of all, two things you have to get it to your head. Okay, you're not stupid. You're not incapable. Well, I'm not a good example to say this, but let's try. Let's see. I have got systems in check. Let's see if that works for people like us. Okay, it means that your mind is fast. You can say your mind is emotional than most people. It's sensitive kind of way, and it is very, very imaginative. It manifests itself like this. So around you, people expect you to be like consistent, slow, or maybe obedient, right? In a linear manner, which they expect you to be, right? And I spent 30 years almost of my life trying to fit into that thing, but it didn't work. It was unsuccessful, and yeah, they call me a loser, which I am, I think. So let me be honest, okay? Being 30, unstable career, no savings, okay? No partner, no settled in life, which they generally categorize it as, right? It does hurt, okay? I'm not gonna sugarcoat this in any other way. Watching people younger than you, right, move ahead in life, being misunderstood, it does hurt. It's like slow, that kind of thing internally, right? And some nights you don't feel motivated, right? You just feel ashamed. There were phases in my life where I could feel nothing. I used to go out and see people and they say, oh, I love you and everything kind of thing. I felt nothing. All I felt was shame and that heaviness of being dysfunctional all the time. But here's the truth, Nobody tells you. Okay. First thing is, shame is not discipline. It will not help you in any way. First thing. And it never fixed anyone's life. That thing. Get in your head. So, one thing, I want to tell you that yes, negative emotions do help you out. There's history of it that it helps you out with the major successes, insults, and all this kind of thing. But shame is one thing. It's the lowest in the vibrational frequency chart. If you know what I'm talking about, it's the lowest. Okay. And if you're here by your external situations or in any other way, okay, it's the worst. So don't do that to yourself. Don't inflict that. You can attach different things to a different thing, but shame is the worst. Okay, so let's say you can relate to it like somewhat if your life is at this point. Okay, so in Indian philosophy, let's try, you can come across some solutions for that. So in Indian philosophy, we talk about purusharth. If you know what does that mean, it's like a conscious effort. Consciously you put effort. It's called purusharth. You try something that to evolve around it. It's not destiny. It's not luck. It's effort with awareness. Consciousness attached to it. Your actions. And this year, let's choose effort over self-hate. Okay, let's leave all that negative stuff behind where it belongs in the past, right? I'm not waiting to be healed first. I'm not waiting to be confident first. I'm starting as I am, as it is, right? With ADHD, with fear, slow days, and with emotional clashes. It happens to everyone. Let's just not shame anyone with it. And this channel is not about being perfect, first of all, right? It's about showing up on bad brain days when you just don't feel like doing it or anything. You just wanna be like, you wanna put in everything. You just stay where we are, right? Building routines gently. If in your life, if you know anyone with ugly routine, trust me, I'm gonna be their competitor. It's bad. It's bad, right? Part of it can be from PTSD. It's a long backstory, personal story, but ADHD does play a big role to that. Right? I'm gonna say that because once you decide, okay, whatever happened. Once you decide that, okay, now it's a fresh start, being consistent on that, ADHD is it's not gonna support you in any ways. So learning discipline without violence, okay, that thing, becoming stable, feminine, and grounded. Okay, so it's about all these things. We're gonna explore all these segments of aspects of life, right? Second thing, one day at a time. Okay, you realize we have big dreams. You're gonna achieve this. It's gonna be my own. All those kind of things that go around, right? But let's start one thing, one day at a time, gently, right? I'm not here to teach you. No one can teach anyone anything unless they want to learn. I'm here to walk with you. If you are in your 20s, 30s, 35s, or early 30s like me, and you feel behind in life in general, and you are undiagnosed, misunderstood, and intelligent but stuck, ambitious but indisciplined kind of thing, and this space is for you. Right? We're gonna work this through together this year. We're gonna explore all these things. So one question people will ask me is that why to put this online? First of all, I don't wanna get famous. I don't wanna, you know, want this to be discovered by anyone else. I don't want that. Anyone else means people who know me. I don't want to be famous in that sense. But because privacy allowed me to quit, to be a quitter, you know, silently without anyone knowing. So if this documentation helps even one person to just think that even this person can go through ADHD effortlessly, then she can share a chance as well, right? And if I can help even one person to get out of it, because I used to go online and so like why I'm always late, why I'm always being inconsistent. So if one person even gets their answer and help to change that, you know, this channel has, I think, would fulfill its purpose. So it's about that. And it's not motivation, it's not by inspiring, but by showing people that what showing up in life can be actually helpful, that they cannot even apprehend. It's about that how showing up can actually change their lives. So happy new year. Not perfect but present one, and I think that's enough to begin with. Ta-da. And by the way, my nails. I love cats, and these are nails of a cat. You can see here, they're just picking in. It's just picked out, and they're just standing and waiting. And see, she found a fish and she ate it and left her paw print behind. So cute. Bye bye. Happy New Year. And we're gonna get this through together, okay?